On to all of my Leos. So you have the Nine of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, the Strength, which is Leo, the Moon, Page of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, the Magician, the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So what I'm seeing here for a lot of you Leos, right? I'm seeing how a lot of you Leos, the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Strength, this is not an indication of you. This is more so an indication of just how, a lot of people going to be, again, they're going to be having a difficult time trying to get even close to you to even run that type of nonsense, because the nine of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Strength, all of this, pigeonholed, and all of this, people trying to discredit you Leos as being attractive people. All of that is played out. All of that stuff is played out. All of that, people trying to make it seem like Leo is not attractive. The people who you meet, let me be more specific. The people who you meet always trying to play you out, always trying to make it seem like you're not a good option and you're a bum and all this other type of stuff. All of that stuff is being played out in this reading, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. Because the Nine of Wands represents the hard head making a soft butt, where when you kick them to the curb, right, that door hits them where the dog should have bit them. You understand what I'm saying? So the Nine of Pentacles and the Strength card now represents how you Leos have actually had to like kind of calm yourselves down from saying some disrespectful stuff, because you Leos can get saucy whenever it is, can get very disrespectful whenever it is that a lot of you want to. But a lot of you are just, like I said before, a lot of you right now, y'all are trying to date, and you're just meeting people. I ain't gonna say everybody, but you're meeting a lot of people who are just like caught up with the sauce, like caught up with the idea that their ego is so inflated to the point, or I should say their ego is so inflated to the point where it's like speaking to them, they don't hear you. You understand what I'm saying? They're just caught up. They're dizzy. They're still paying attention to their ego. And like I said before, the Strength card represents, oh yeah, a lot of y'all can get very disrespectful, especially since y'all can make comments about certain things about them that would really, and it doesn't even have to be physical. It could just be traits with their personality. You know what I mean? And that would really it would really set them through a whirlspin of their own ego, like a whirlwind of their own ego, where they're just kind of spinning out, because now you really hit them where it hurts, their ego, And the Moon and the Page of Swords represents, but a lot of you Leos have taken the high road and just kept quiet and ghosted these people as these people try to, start up something or keep the beef or the confrontation or the conflict between the two of you going. And I'm just seeing how, again, like a lot of you Leos are over here growing. Like, y'all don't have to do the back and forth nonsense. You don't have to do that. There's a better way to essentially bow out or to leave. You ain't got to do all of that. You really don't. You really don't. And a lot of you Leos have been learning that you don't have to do all of that, because if you're treating somebody like gold, if you're treating somebody with respect, is the point that I'm trying to make, and the person doesn't like the fact that you treat them with respect when you leave, trust me, you're going to find out real fast that a lot of that stuff is an act. If they didn't like that, then why did they rock with you in the first place? Why did they agree to go out with you? Why did they ask you even questions? What was your name? Where are you from? Why did they even spend the amount of time once they saw that you Leos was giving them that level of that light? And a lot of times we need to comment on that. And a lot of times people don't really understand that. Like, yo, when a Leo likes you, a Leo will literally share some of that spotlight with you. Don't even hog all the credit. Like, yo, I did this. You know what I mean? I did this. A Leo will literally be like, yo, we did that. And, you know, that's one of the things I very much so admire deeply about Leos, is the fact that when y'all really put in work and y'all do right by them, and the Leos decide, okay, because they are a fixed sign. When y'all Leos decide, okay, y'all like somebody, for any cross watchers watching this, the Leos will rock with you, yo. Now, obviously, the Leos are fire signs, so they're gonna give you a little bit of a problem. They wouldn't be fire signs if they didn't give you at least a little bit of a problem. But at the same time, you fire signs know how to give people credit. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, right, you show your light that people give to you, that level of attention that people give to you. A lot of you Leos will show people that same light that you receive back onto them. But the problem is, when you're not getting any of that respect back, that's where the problem is, obviously. Because now the Page of Swords is, look, you stop rocking with them, you stop talking to them, you stop calling them, you stop texting them. You're not even there. You're not even in the room, and they're still trying to see what's going on with you. They're still upset at you. Why? Then you have the Seven of Pentacles. Then you have the Magician and the Knight of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is because this is what I'm talking about. They want to have you, and a lot of you Leos know this. They want to have you, but this is just more confirmation. They want to have you like a toy or some sort of fruit. Anytime they want to, they can come look at the plant, the tree, the bush, pick some berries off of it, pick an apple, pick a whatever, orange, whatever kind of tree, bush, plant, shrub it is, and just do whatever. If it's a toy, if you want to use a toy reference, they want to take you out of the box, play with you for a little bit, and put you back in the box. They don't have that level of understanding that, yes, you Leos are going to need respect back too. Because if you Leos don't get that, then what is a relationship going to be based on? What is the relationship going to be founded on, right? Foundation. What is going to be the groundwork for a functional relationship? And then you have the Magician and the Knight of Pentacles. You moving forward with this now. Like, you know, you engaging with somebody, trying to get to know somebody. They could have been your main squeeze. They could have been with you, but they decided that they wanted to be a jerk. They decided that they want to give you a hard time. They wanted to be difficult with you. It wasn't even, a lot of the stuff that they said or they may have done wasn't even necessary for them to do, but they did it anyway. And now you Leos are leaving them. And now the Page of Wands, the Two of Swords, it's that stench of, they know that you don't want to talk to them anymore and you've moved forward, but now it's, they're still, like I said, they're still texting you a little bit, trying to be like, hey, what's going on? And, trying to project, oh, you spazzing out on them. And why did you do this? Why did you do that? XYZ. Why are you acting like this? Da 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 da. And you Leos already know what it is. Like, you Leos already know what it is. The fact that you know why you left. And you know why you're not talking to them. You know why you're not in the room with them anymore. Because they could have been, you and them could have been a real good relationship. But they decided that they wanted to play games and give you problems and stuff like this, especially since you thought that these people were decent people in the first place. So, all right. So, but anyway, so in essence, you Leos are most definitely going to move forward. The Knight of Pentacles, whenever I see the Knight of Pentacles, this is usually, when it comes to endings, the Knight of Pentacles usually represents you're going to move forward and you're still going to get what it is that you want. you know, you're still going to get another chance to meet more people or money or whatever the situation is. Don't worry about it, you know. And I love the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is usually a very good, strong, stable card where it's like, don't worry, you're still going to essentially get the things that you want, the people that you want. So don't trip on it. Don't worry too much. Now let's clarify the Page of Wands. Let's clarify the Page of Wands. Shuffle this up one more time. So you have the Queen of Cups. Then you have the Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Tower. To clarify the Page of Wands, the Queen of Cups is the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. Right, the Queen of Cups is you basically like wishing that, how do I say this? You Leos questioning if you'll ever find another person, because it's like some of you may be like, well, how do I say this? It gets to a point where sometimes you can question if it's you, where it's like, okay, am I the one who's really bugging out, or is it them? And the Queen of Cups represents, this requires you now to kind of sit back and really rethink things as to where if you saw that there was something wrong, or if this person was who they were or who they appeared to be up front, and you're the one that's tripping. The Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and a Tower. This now over here represents how a lot of you Leos what I'm seeing here is that this person could have, how do I say this? Hold on, I need to draw some more cards. Let's clarify the Two of Swords, because I'm seeing. I'm gonna tell you what I'm seeing. So to clarify the Two of Swords, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Moon, the Lovers, and the Page of Swords. The Page of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Tower represents how this person may have started out very good at first, but there's some things that they showed you about themselves that still question, that you still question about them, that you still, like I said, you still think about if you were the one that was tripping, because they did show certain things. The Ten of Pentacles, the Moon, the Lovers, and the Page of Cups represents a lot of you Leos, though, y'all still may potentially, Ten of Pentacles, want to be in this relationship with this person, but not if this person is trying to get one over on you, right? The Moon, the Lovers, and the Page of Cups represents you Leos having to understand that you've already made your, number one, you've already made your decision. And whether or not the person was trying to play you, more than likely they were. They were hiding their dysfunction by basically blending in, trying to be a chameleon. But they had their own agenda when it comes to interacting with you. And it wasn't necessarily being in a real relationship. Some of them could have cheated and you didn't find out about it, and the way that they approached you when you found out about it, right? Or I should say they were even potentially talking to somebody else, even though you were just now getting to know them. And a lot of you looked at it like, okay, this is the person you chose, so you're going to stay with them. Or, I mean, they should stay with that person, and you're going to go on about your business. A lot of you Leos may be also looking at it from a perspective of you thought that these people, you thought that these people were really decent and that they had some level of self-respect, but it turned out to be an illusion or a front that they were showing to you, because they were thinking they were trying to do their rendition or their fake mimic of what they think decency is. And a lot of you Leos understood that some of the things that they're doing, they're slipping when it comes to some of the things that they're doing, and as a result, you couldn't trust them. And some of you may have found out certain things about them because they basically just told you, and that as you were getting to know them, a lot of you Leos dubbed them. You know, you gave them a dub, like, nah, I'm good, I'm cool, because I'm cool, because you started to see certain things about them that you realized that you couldn't trust about them. And then the Two of Swords now here represents how the Two of Swords, the Moon, the Lovers, and the Page of Cups represents how it is a lot of you and this person end up taking like a little break based upon that, because maybe you Leos, like I said, you Leos separated yourself from this particular situation, or they did, and it gave you Leos time to think, gave the both of you time to think on whether or not the two of you should even be together in the first place, and if this is going to really last long. But the thing about it is that the Page of Cups represents that somebody here is delusional with theirs, though. Somebody here is not really paying attention to the scenario with a real clean pair of eyes. They're really looking at it from a perspective of delusion, where they're misinterpreting certain things. And more than likely, it's probably them. Because, you know, the way that this person interacts is hypocritical, they're basically working against their own self-interest, because they play subtle games and they're chameleons. But, it's a whole other storyline. That's a whole other rabbit hole we can get into. But comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. This is a very interesting reading, Leo. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers. Right now it has 6,447 subscribers. Smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.